Maybe Tim, the Man United fan, knows the answer. Hello, Tim. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad.
What's the best film to watch halfway through to the end?
The Usual Suspects.
Oh, that's a good call. That's a great movie. Yeah, I like that. I haven't seen that for a long time. Maybe I'll wait till that's on again and then watch the second half of it. Tim, you're a Manchester United fan, right?
Yeah.
Go on then. Talk to me about the captaincy.
Well, look, I think for me, a captain should be the one player that leads by example. Now, that can be changing in its role over the years, but a captain's always a 7 or 8 out of 10 every week. They lead by their example on the pitch, as in they rarely, if ever, have a bad game. Now, they can be vocal, they can be combative, or they can just be a model pro. But what they've got to be is that consistent player that your manager knows that's the first name on my team sheet because he never lets me down. Now, Solskjaer signed Harry Maguire for £80 million. He's not a good centre-back. He's not the best centre-back in the team. He's certainly not the best player in the team. And he's not the most consistent player, so how can he be captain? I think most Man United fans are more concerned, not about who gets the captaincy long-term, is about why he gets picked ahead of other players who we all know are better, quicker, who never get given the same number of chances. And I'll tell you why they don't get given the same number of chances. Man United have committed £80 million to Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
They've got him plastered all over their social media every week. They need that transfer to work. It's an embarrassment for them if it doesn't. So they're stuck with their backs against the wall in terms of this captaincy. They might have been thinking about giving it to Ronaldo. They might not have been. But I can tell you, Harry Maguire's camp's probably leaked that, and he's gone all over social media, and he's come out defending himself now.
Do you know what,
but
Tim?
The problem he got at United is he's just not good enough.
Well, Tim, I've got two questions I've got for you there, because, listen, I totally understand what you're saying. The first question would be, okay, if you don't play Harry Maguire, who comes in, who's better than him? And the second question is, you're talking about consistency, but who for Manchester United in the last couple of seasons has been that consistent player where they've been a 7 or 8 out of 10 every week?
David De Gea.
But he had a drop off last season. He had a drop off last season.
One season out of 10 seasons of that club, he is that one player, and that's United's problem. They don't have a lot of consistency or experience. But David De Gea he's been at the club for nearly 10 years. He's been unbelievable for 9.5 of those. I'd give it to him over.
Tim,
I mean, they gave it to Harry Maguire as soon as he signed for the club.
Tim,
he's barely been at the club for 6 months, and they gave it to him. It's ridiculous.
I agree with some of what you said. What I don't agree with is the fact that because United shelled out a lot of money, they have to save face and they can't drop him. Wan-Bissaka cost £50 million. He's not getting a game at the moment. I've seen matches where Paul Pogba's been dropped. Ronaldo's been dropped recently. So United have proved they're not afraid to drop a player that either is in the spotlight or cost a lot of money.
I could tell. Listen, Phil Jones came back, had one game, he was brilliant. Doesn't get another look in the team. I'll tell you what, Axel Tuanzebe against PSG a while back in the Champions League, Neymar out of the match. Next week, gone from the team, not given another start.
Yeah, but Axel Tuanzebe, but I've seen
people would argue that Lindelof or Bailey are a better choice to go alongside Varane. For me, Harry Maguire, take away his England form. We're not talking about what he does for England when they got a double pivot sitting in front of that defence, babysitting him. He gets exposed week in, week out for making poor decisions, holding on to the ball too long and not being able to press or push high up the pitch. He's the wrong player for United. He costs too much and he's not a leader. I don't care what anyone says. He's not the right choice.
Tim, listen.
Now, I'm not saying Ronaldo is, but David De Gea would be my choice.
Okay, Tim, thank you for your call. Let's speak to Andrew. I think he agrees with you as a United fan. Hello, Andy.
Hi, yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very well, thanks. Off you go.
I think he spoke a lot of sense, and it was just on, and it's still a bit of my thunder, but as far as I'm concerned, Harry Maguire's not good enough to get in the starting 11, never mind being a captain of Man United. He's not even close to being a captain for Man United in my eyes. Just the basics. He's not vocal enough, he's got his so monotone, he's boring, he doesn't do the basics, like he said there, pressing up the pitch when the ball goes forward. You watch Van Dijk, he has a little 10-yard sprint all the time and gets his defence out. Harry Maguire is trotting out and walking. He doesn't do the basics. He's not good enough. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he's nowhere near the standard of a Man United starting 11 players.
Have you seen Harry Maguire produce that kind of level before, or you've never seen it?
If I'm honest, first couple of years I was quite happy with Harry Maguire. This season he has had a massive downturn in form, and I was quite happy with him. I thought he made us more solid. I thought he was quite composed. This season though, he's like he's a different fella. He's a different fella. I don't know what the problem is. Whether it's personal, whether it's because he had a rest for a long time, whatever. There is a good player in there, but this season He's not producing.
And
he
Andrew,
shouldn't be the captain of Man
if
United.
you take the captaincy off him, then, which, listen, you're entitled to your opinion, who do you give it to?
That's a good question. To be honest, we haven't got a lot of choice. Look, there's a lot of problems at Man United at this moment in time, and we haven't got a standout captain. The obvious one's Ronaldo, in because he was captain of Portugal, and he's been a captain of teams on many occasions. But even he's annoying me at the moment. He's always flapping his arms around and doing whatever he does.
Did his goal annoy you last weekend? Did his goal annoy you against Brighton?
No, not at all. No.
No, but you know what? I think Andrew makes a good point there, because Ronaldo, you look at it, it would probably be the obvious one because of his captain of his country, he's a leader.
Yep.
But when he's there berating the players for not passing him the ball, that doesn't set a good example either. Like, there was one, and I totally agree, I think he was well within his rights to have a moan when Sancho against Brighton didn't square it for him to tap in the ball in the net.
Yeah.
But like storming off and kicking the post, that doesn't set the right
You don't
example.
want to see passion?
But is that passion or is that petulance? Passion, you could just go, oh, do you know what I mean? I understand that. I've been there when someone's not passing me the ball to put it in the net. But waving your arms around and like turn your back on players and all that.
Varane, could he be captain?
I think he could be.
Him. Yeah.
But again,
He's
is he
been there, done it. Isn't it? Luke
Yeah.
Shaw, could he be captain?
No.
At all points, why couldn't Luke Shaw be captain?
Not yet. It just doesn't seem like he's that.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure he wants that responsibility.
McTominay, future captain?
Yeah, if he's going to be when Man United start signing players, will he be still playing? I guess we've got Bruno there, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
But then he's another one at times, waves his arms about and all that.
David De Gea seems the obvious choice.
It just seems like they're the one consistent.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.